Whammy, whammy, wham, wham, wazzle. Welcome back to REKALL Drive-In with your host, the mediocre Matt. And joining me as always, the undisputed, uncontested, unrecognized Mortal Kombat champion, Jake Khan. How's it going, buddy?
Where the hell did that come from?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? That's good? That's a good one, right?
Yeah, I'll let it roll. I was expecting something way different. Holy shit.
I'm just in a good mood right now.
I can't top that. Yeah, welcome back to REKALL. With me as always, Jake.
Your Mortal Kombat champion.
Thank you. I appreciate that you recognize that. That was a hell of a weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was bullshit. That's what it was.
We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, so we know it's been a while. Well, you know, life happens. Shit gets in the way.
Yeah, sickness, mild depression on my part.
Oh, yeah, it happens.
It was a rough February.
Yeah, me having to deal with changing companies for my plasma and stuff. So, like, that was a whole fucking mess. So, we'll spend a little bit of time catching up and stuff, and then we'll get into our review and all
But thankfully, there was one silver lining in my life.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk. What's going on?
Just more bullshit with work and stuff.
Yeah.
But the silver lining of this year so far has been the anime. The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world.
Yeah, you've been, like, super hyped and, like, telling me about that.
It's been so good. It's been so fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically the Red Ranger of a season dies in the final battle against the big bad.
Right.
But instead of, like, dying, he wakes up in a fantasy world.
As you do.
Yeah. And then, but he still has all his powers and gadgets. And he's like, at first he's trying to find a way home, but he's like, you know what? There are monsters attacking everybody here.
Yeah.
I'm going to just be an adventurer.
What kind of anime is that they call it again? Where you
isekai.
So you're telling me that it's a tokusatsu and an isekai at the same time?
But we find out in like episode 4, he wasn't the first one to do that.
Son of a bitch.
There have been others in the past, especially a certain Kamen Rider.
That's pretty cool.
Like,
so, like, is it like official Kamen Rider? Like,
no, it's their own made up one. But it's funny because they do a Egyptian themed Kamen Rider before the fucking Kamen Riders themselves.
Has Kamen Rider done one?
No, not an Egyptian one.
Oh,
Shubi Finks. Or Sinks, my bad.
Okay. I'm like, whatever the hell you're talking about.
Like,
that sounds pretty cool.
Egyptian themed Kamen Rider with a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
And basically Lord of the Rings.
That sounds pretty cool.
It was so
as much as I don't like fantasy these days, like sword and sorcery shit, I just don't like it anymore. Like, that sounds pretty interesting, actually. Okay. Yeah, that's a load.
It's just fun.
What else is new?
Just been working on more personal stuff. Turns out we won't be going to Morphicon Expo this year.
Yeah, we were talking about getting a table and stuff, and that kind of came and went. But what ended up happening, I guess we'll go ahead and just go into it for...
Yeah, real quick.
Was it last weekend or weekend before?
No, it's at the end of this month.
No, the tournament that I went to.
Tournament was like last week.
Was it last week? And what were you going to say? Why we weren't going?
Oh, because of how close it was. And also because I was going to do prints to sell at a table.
Yeah.
But turns out that shooting for the end of March.
Yeah.
And of course I have to make prints of the original Mighty Morphin because I'll sell like hotcakes.
Yeah.
And fuck you guys. Because that's the only way this fucking franchise sells is jerking off and glazing Mighty Morphin.
Unfortunately.
I get it. Yeah, it's the first one. But even though now that...
it's not even the first one.
Well...
For America, it's the first one.
But like for like Playmates now has the license to make Power Ranger toys now.
Right.
And they're doing Power Rangers Reignite, which is just more
Mighty Morphin.
And they're doing like role-playing toys, right?
Right.
Which is like, but they show it off, it's the size for kids. Why would you show them Mighty Morphin?
Yeah.
Why not do a newer season?
Yeah, a lot of kids don't even know what the hell that is. They just know Dino Thunder and shit like that.
Yeah, like the newer shit.
Yeah.
Which you could do that, but don't make it your first line.
Yeah, we were going to try and do a table at Morphonomicon, not only for Matt to sell prints, but to kind of promote the podcast here. I was going to do live art because I haven't done live art in years and I kind of do miss it. But yeah, me and Matt had to talk about it and everything. And it's too much to do.
Especially right now.
Yeah, because I actually used to do art shows about 7 or 8 years ago. I did it consistently, and that's how I actually made a living and kept afloat for years. And I think I've talked about it on the podcast, but have some experience doing all that shit. So Matt calls me and tells me what's up. And I'm like, no, we're better off just waiting. And
yeah, because to
do stuff, do stuff a little bit at a time. Because do it all at once, it's going to be a couple hundred, if not pushing $1,000, because you're trying to speed things up.
Yeah, because I was still working on actually designing the posters.
Yeah.
But then I was also looking at options, and like I would kind of want at least 50.
Yeah.
Just to be safe of each ranger. But any place I would look, the minimum for getting like 50 was like $40 to $60.
Yeah.
So 40 to 60 times 6.
Yeah.
And then the cost of getting a table.
Yeah.
And then I would also want,
because I think a table alone is going to push maybe 200 to get the table.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So that'll have to be something that we really got to plan in advance, so that way I can save and help pitch in for the table, so we can do all that stuff. But that leads me into what we were saying about how I mentioned the tournament and how Matt has been yelling and calling me the champion here.
The unrecognized Mortal Kombat champion. Pulling up wrestling terms.
Yeah, very much so. So what ended up happening was another reason we had to postpone. Our cousin Andrew, he actually sent me a flyer for this thing that was going on, because like that. Yeah, I got that new sign up there for.
Oh yeah, that's
Mystery Science Theater 3000 sign. He got it for me because he had gone to some 90s show, and there was a guy selling signs, and that guy let him know that they were going to be doing a Mortal Kombat tournament. So he sends me the flyer, and I find out he has to register through email, all this shit. And it was an MK1 and MK2 tournament. So of course,
your territory.
That's my territory. I have a Mortal Kombat 2 tattoo on my left wrist. It's the barcode for Sega Genesis.
Nice.
That's what my tattoo is. Yeah, so I get the arcade sticks from my cousin Jay. Thanks for letting me use those. And I was just playing with the arcade sticks and stuff, and getting my practice in. I was like, man, I miss playing with the arcade sticks, and shit was awesome. And then what ended up happening was we get there, and it was all of us. It was me, Matt, the
pharmacist,
our Andrew, the pharmacist, Jay, my older brother Eric, Andrew's son, like all of us were there, and we hadn't been able to do that in a while, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we get there, and it if by some chance y'all stumbled upon this and listened to it, it's no fault of y'all's own. It was pretty disorganized.
Yeah.
But like I really still saw the effort, like they were really trying their best to get it done, and thankfully I was there. I feel because I was able to teach them how to use Batasera better, the emulator front end that they were using. I was able to teach them a little bit more how to use that and get things set up for the tournament and stuff like that. And but I went undefeated. And the guy who actually won the tournament, we never got to officially fight each other in the tournament. It just kind of devolved into a mess. And then
I had left at that point because we're like,
yeah, you had left by that point
because we were there for like, I think like almost 3 hours before the tournament even started.
We were there for like an hour and a half. It was real late starting, and then it just took forever to get it going.
And then like midway through like I think the preliminary rounds, they said like one of the screens stopped working.
A controller wasn't working. I had to fix that too. I had to teach them how to do Bluetooth mode to get everything working properly. They were using instead of like arcade ROMs. I can understand they only had so much time to get it together. Instead of using arcade ROMs, they were using a ROM hack version of the Sega Genesis version of Mortal Kombat 1, which is pretty slow. Like just the MK version, the first Mortal Kombat on any console is slow, including arcade too. But yeah, we're playing, and of course, I was playing against actually the twins that were there were actually friends of a friend of mine, or my good friend Geronimo. It turns out they were a friend of his, and I knew I'd seen them somewhere before. I maybe met them once or twice, and so of course I didn't remember them. But we're playing, and he harpoons me with Scorpion in danger, and it should have killed me, but it didn't. He's like, I told him it's cool. We can do the match over. It was cool. Everybody who was involved in the tournament was super cool and honest about it. And it was good. I was having fun. But the big problem was nobody knew it was a double elimination match. Yeah,
you would think they would tell you that right away, like when they were, because they had us all in the actual like little vacant shop area of like, all right, guys, we're about to start the tournament.
Yeah,
they should have said like, and it's a double elimination, so stay tuned.
Yeah, but nobody was aware. So people that were losing were just taken off.
Yeah,
so
like I said, you should have said that at the first.
Yeah,
like before we start the first match.
Yeah, and I understand because like I could tell they were having some difficulties. It was pretty hectic.
But what's worse is that instead of using that, they should have our new friends, the Combat Dads.
Hey, shout out, guys. Nice to meet y'all.
Yeah, that was cool. Hanging out with you guys, talking to you.
Yeah.
They brought 2 actual arcade cabinets of Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh my God.
And they were outside the fucking tournament room.
Perfect. And I was playing those and having so much fun with everybody. You know, everybody who's like in their 30s and 40s, like we were all playing out there. And what was really fun is we were running across a lot of younger kids, like, 20s, early 30s, that they're playing and they're leaving with their friend. And us older guys are like, no, you have to stay. They're like, what are you talking about? And it's like, well, you won, you have to stay. That's how it is. It's round robin. It's an arcade cabinet. That's how things were in the 90s. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And then you stomp them and you're like, cool, you gave it your best shot. Yeah. But it was so much fun just doing that. It made me miss like true old school arcades, not barcades, not the shit where it's like there's like a Dave and Buster's kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where the main draw is actually food and the arcade is the secondary.
Yeah. Even though they have cool games, it's just they're more focused on the food and then some games.
Yeah. And those games are more focused to like, okay, cool. You can play them at max like 30 seconds. Like it's
or like a party game.
They're like
to get tickets.
Yeah, or they're like arcade. Like you take Mario Kart and then you make an arcade port of it. Like it goes back
and like you're in the big
stuff car, like that. It's all like
actually cool.
It's all gimmick, and I mean it's all right, but that's not the arcade shit I grew up with. When I was growing up, it was or Wonderland Mall used to be called Crossroads, but it used to be called Wonderland in the first place. They ended up changing it back to its original name. But when I was growing up, it was Crossroads Mall. Yeah, my brother used to work at the movie theater, and we were always over there, and it was constantly just playing games over at Tilt, at Len's Castle. Like I was always in arcades, diversions when there was more than one. Yeah, so I very much grew up in dark rooms and arcades. That's just where I grew up. So it was cool to feel that again, feel the community again, all that shit. So I jumped at the chance for this tournament. It was great. I still had a lot of fun, even though it was like I said, disorganized. It was still a lot of fun for me.
It was just a big old strand of Mortal Kombat spaghetti.
Pretty much. But
sounds delicious, though.
But the problem that we ran into toward the end was Carlos Pacino, the original actor, I believe it's Carlos, is the original actor for Raiden in Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. And a lot of the original Mortal Kombat cast was there. And then all of a sudden, Carlos Pacino just appears out of the ether.
Like Raiden would.
Like Raiden would. Out of the nethers, I mean. And, of course, it causes a fucking, stick in a wheel and spoke here. So he's playing on the cabinets. Then they do an interview and stuff, and the tournament kind of grinds to a halt. And then there was 2 guys that needed to play, but things weren't working out on the inside. And so 2 guys, I already forgot.
The Combat Dads?
Yeah, the Combat Dads. They offered their cabinets.
They've been offering
to go around, and they were offering them from the first place.
Yeah,
there was something else going on behind the scenes, though, that they didn't want to use them at first. But then they agreed to go ahead and do a couple of matches.
They're probably just pride trying to like, we bought this fucking shit. We're going to use this fucking shit.
Yeah, it's like we brought this stuff. We want to use it. And I totally get that. But yeah, they offered up the cabinets, and they went ahead and played. And then one of the guys that played, the Combat Dads gave him a trophy, which is fine. Like it wasn't part of like their tournament and stuff. It's cool. But the guy, I don't want to name him or anything. I don't want him to think I'm being mad or malicious or anything, which I'm not. I'm just stating what happened that day. We never got to play officially in the tournament. So that happened. And then we were trying to get things back, handled again to do the tournament. And it just kind of went away. And I'm like, well, I haven't eaten all day. I need to go eat. I went and ate. I came back and they're like, well, we're starting the Mortal Kombat 2 tournament. I'm like, well, I guess there went my round. So,
no one decided to bring a fucking pen and paper. Was like the Dragon Ball Z bracket style on there.
And the guy that did, they weren't doing it bracket style. It was just names, and he was just writing like wins, losses, or whatever. But eventually,
the one with the Justin Bieber haircut.
I think so. But either way, eventually, I don't know where he went. I don't know where that paper went. I don't know where the track room went. The record stuff. There was a lot going on.
See, anime got it right with the Budokai style brackets of this guy faces this guy, then goes on the next round. Yeah, this guy. Brackets.
That's tournament style. That's how you do it.
Brackets. Basketball uses it. Baseball uses it. Wrestling uses it. But why didn't we fucking use it?
But we ended up having an exhibition match. Me and the guy who won.
And you curb stomped him, didn't you?
I wouldn't say curb stomp, but I did win best 2 out of 3. We picked them. Yeah, I told him pick whichever cabinet. We'll go ahead just for fun. and I won. So I feel confident that I would have won the tournament, but it's fine. And yeah, I see everybody posting it all over the place. You know, it's all over Facebook and Instagram and stuff that he won and stuff. But hey, I honestly had way too much fucking fun at that tournament to be.
They should have written you a check for that shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I would have taken lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. You would have taken some Chick-fil-A.
But I would have been. I was happy with just how much fun I had. So it's like I'm not even. It's cool. I'm not worrying about it. You know who you are out there. If you're out there listening, cool. Congrats, man. I'm glad you were there. It was nice to meet you. Glad we all had fun.
But next year,
because it actually lit a fire under my ass. Sometime soon, folks. Recall Arcade will be coming to a event near you here in San Antonio sometime. I've already taken the steps and I've been building the machines for it. They're already ready to go. They're actually in a drawer over there.
Oh,
I just need the controllers and then
probably have to stress test it a bit.
What?
The stuff before we even take it to a live event.
Yeah, what'll end up happening is I'm just going to let them run. Because it's the same. What I do is I build mini PCs and I turn them into gaming boxes. That's how this one is right here. It's just I'm not going to take my personal one to an event.
Yeah, of course.
So, but these are great. They're loaded just with arcade stuff and all that stuff to play. So
we're gonna need to make some T-shirts. We're gonna need to make a board.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's going to take a while to get stuff going, but it's gonna be all free. I'm not going to charge anybody to play nothing. Everything's on free play. If you like to donate, have at it. It's just going to help us get better equipment that we can put into the podcast and even to these machines here. And then we'll be out there promoting the podcast and probably selling prints with Matt and stuff like that, just hanging out. So, you know, of course, we'll keep all in the know. I'm sure Matt will post everything all over on Instagram once we decide and we know what we're going to be doing.
We get shit ready.
Once we get things ready. And yeah, we'll see everybody there soon. So,
all right, now back to our regularly scheduled bullshit. Today we got something very special for you guys.
Yeah, it was pretty damn good. I'm pissed off in a good way.
Yeah. This whole time he was like upset and enjoying everything. Because today we're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And oh boy, was it a blast.
Good Lord, dude. But okay. If you were to tell 10-year-old Jake, hey man, in about 30 years, there's going to be fucking 3 Sonic movies.
3.
And then I'm going to be like, what do you mean Sonic movies? Like Sonic the Hedgehog? Yes. Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog movies.
3 fucking movies. And all 3 of them are bangers. All 3 of them are actually really good.
And knowing you'd be like, you see, what happens is Sonic is running around with Cyclops trying to beat Eggman.
And then I'd be like, excuse me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised at how good this was. I'm not shocked at how good it was. I was shocked at how faithful it was to its source material. And like I told Matt when the credits hit and I yelled at the TV, how the fuck is it that in 2025 we have 3 Sonic the Hedgehog movies that follow lore and source material better than fucking Marvel does?
Yeah.
This is insane.
It's weird, and we almost didn't get it. We almost had that fucked up first design.
Oh my God.
From the first trailer.
Yeah, I remember that. And then the internet lost its shit. And Sega's like, yeah, we better fix that. And they did, thankfully. But I remember years ago when the first movie was a hit, there was supposed to be a Streets of Rage movie in development. And I'm like, man, if these 3 movies are any indication of that, I'm sure I've probably talked about it on the podcast before. Fuck, we're going to have awesome ass Streets of Rage movies.
As long as we get the guys who made this and not the guys who made Borderlands.
I'm hoping so. I'm really hoping so. Borderlands was fucking terrible.
Whew.
Borderlands was outdated once it released. It was postponed for years. I guess we'll talk a little bit about video game movies too over it. But yeah, it was postponed for years. So by the time it came out, it was already dated. And then the people that are in it, that was just bad casting across the board.
It's like, why were they... The only thing faithful to fucking Borderlands that I've seen in that movie is Claptrap's there. It's Claptrap. But it's not even the right Claptrap.
Yeah.
It's Jack Black Clap.
And it's fine. Like, given the current climate of things and what actors and everything have been doing, like, all that shit. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Jack Black fan in the world these days, but it's like...
He wounded me.
Claptrap's thing, he just needs to be fucking annoying.
Yeah, annoying.
Nailed it. Okay. But as far as everything else, I was like, no, this ain't it. Like, you were better off just doing like a animated movie. Should have done it like Across the Spider-Verse fucking style.
Well, again, we can't even get fucking Across the Spider-Verse back yet.
We can't even get the 3rd one yet. Yeah. I don't know what the hell they're doing with that shit. But yeah, man, this was a surprisingly good movie.
Yeah. Well, of course, I saw it first day.
Of course.
I saw it at the Alamo, which was... I was slightly disappointed with the Alamo.
The Draft House?
Yeah, the Draft House.
I haven't been since like
Because
Endgame. Maybe Star Wars Solo. I haven't been to the Draft House in a long time.
Well, I was only disappointed with
of which I don't care what you people say. Han Solo, that Star Wars movie Solo, is a solid fucking movie.
It was.
It's great. Have the extended one. It's really fucking good.
Ooh. So, but like, I was disappointed with the choice that the Draft House made.
Yeah.
Because they decided to choose to do their like exclusive products. They chose to do it for Mufasa instead of Sonic.
Oh,
3.
okay.
Because like they had the special like pins for Mufasa and like a blanket, like a Snuggie type blanket that you could buy. I'm like, where's the Sonic stuff? Where's the Sonic menu? What, you don't have fucking chili dogs for Sonic 3?
Yeah, that
writes itself.
It's so simple. Yeah, like they
Knuckles nachos.
Yeah, they are like that weird donut shit and s'mores and shit that they were doing in the movie. Like it's easy to do stuff for Sonic, but people are lazy. They're like, oh, we're gonna bank on the Disney movie.
And look how well that turned out, bitch.
You need to calm down, sir.
No, fuck them. Fuck you with all your live action remakes of shit no one wants.
Oh my god, these live actions are terrible. They need to stop. I mean, I'm interested to see Lilo and Stitch because cool
Stitch is one of my favorite Disney movies.
Stitch is cool, but yeah.
But who wants fucking Snow White? The actress didn't want to do Snow White.
Yeah, and they're still gonna put it out. I guess they gotta make money so they can pay her off or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
anyway, back to good shit.
Yeah, dude. That was solid. I was shocked that they were able to actually pull off, like, you know, a logical reason why Maria's there. You know, all that kind of shit.
You don't have the synopsis?
Oh no, I didn't even take notes for this one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I just fucking watched it.
Yeah, we're out of practice. But anyway, this movie was fucking great.
Well, I also had plasma yesterday. I am tired.
Oh yeah,
I am dragging.
But yeah, they gave good reason why Maria's there, or actually showed off a good portion of Shadow and Maria's friendship.
Yeah. Yeah, that was see that's the thing where you and me differ with Sonic. I'm familiar with Sonic 1 through Sonic and Knuckles and a dash of Sonic Adventure for Dreamcast.
Yeah.
After that, I fell off of Sonic. I don't know much about those Sonics.
That's why you got me.
Yeah. So
the Sonic artist. Probably, I don't know. I haven't gotten checked yet for that.
No.
So anyway, so the big thing that changed for the Gerald, Maria, Shadow storyline.
Yeah.
They're not on the Ark in space. I'm not entirely sure if they decided to keep the only reason that Gerald is keeping Maria around is because he's also treating her for her heart disease.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's in there yet.
Right.
Because they like Keanu Reeves and crap, who did Knuckles again?
Idris Elba?
Keanu and Idris want to do a Sonic and Shadow series.
I can see that.
So they could expand more on Maria's condition in there.
Yeah.
But Gerald was amazing. I'm surprised they decided to bring him back instead of just putting him in flashbacks. But oh my god, how good was Jim Carrey as Bose, Ivo, and Gerald Robotnik?
Yeah. So I, of course, like from the trailers and stuff I've seen, it's like, you know, he's playing two characters. I was like, okay, I figure it's going to be like a grandfather thing, but I didn't expect them to just be like, from what it looked like, it's like, hey, Jim Carrey, go fucking nuts. Do what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Jim Carrey, be Jim Carrey. Got it.
Jim Carrey, act against Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
That is, that's pretty crazy. And it says a lot about Sonic, though, because I want to say he's said multiple times that he's retired. Like he doesn't do a lot of movies anymore, but he's always willing to come back for Sonic. So they must be doing something right.
I don't even know how they got him the first time, but whatever they did, they got him
they
good.
Must be doing something right to where he's just having a blast doing it. So
and then Agent Stone is great in this too, which I hope they keep him. A lot of people like in the fandom actually want him to come into the game universe. Agent Stone.
I can see that.
To be just his sidekick.
He's cartoony enough. Yeah, I mean. It was really cool. I enjoyed all the character dynamics. Like it's cool. They took what. This is sad. Marvel can't even do this anymore. After Endgame, they just threw everything to the wind.
Yeah.
Marvel took 10 years to develop all their stuff, and they took their time. After Endgame, they threw it against a fan, and now it's whatever sticks to the wall.
Yeah.
Sonic took 2 movies to build their character relationships and all that stuff, and by 3 we're like already set to go. Like,
and there was a Knuckles series, but I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't either, but it's cutesy. It's all right.
I did see that Knuckles watches Pretty Woman with Wade's grandma, and Knuckles was like, "The streetwalker has a heart of gold, but yet everyone treats her poorly. What's wrong with being a streetwalker?"
Well, you see, Knuckles. There's certain things in this world that are frowned upon when you pay for it.
Yeah. But also they introduced the fucking Flames of Disaster in the Knuckles series.
See, I don't know what the Flames of Disaster.
Okay, so Flames of Disaster is a gigantic monster, flame monster, think Gamera but on fire.
Oh shit.
Who destroyed an entire future timeline with Iblis, who unleashed the Flames of Disaster. And that's where we get Silver the Hedgehog.
Oh, okay.
Who time traveled back, which also, because the bad guy in that one wanted to join with Iblis. You see him right there?
Yeah, I remember Iblis. Yeah.
But the way that they tried to describe Sonic as being the key to that was the blue hedgehog. Now, spoilers, in the post-credit scene, Metal Sonic comes in and attacks Sonic. And he looks fucking fantastic.
He looks fucking perfect. I was like, oh, if Sonic just keeps doing this going forward, okay, now we're just going to introduce another character.
Yeah. Well, this time they introduced two characters.
Yeah. I saw the mallet, of course. So you're like, oh, it's Amy. Okay. Yeah. But so for them to, I wasn't expecting them to actually let her like pull the hood down.
Oh, yeah.
This is great. Like all these characters, they look fucking great.
Which you kind of have to introduce them together because they're first introduced in Sonic CD together.
Yeah. And that's where Metal shows up. I think. Yeah.
But what I was saying, when you look at in this movie, when Metal Sonic points his blaster at Sonic, it says target blue hedgehog. In that game, the way that they describe Sonic to Silver is like, go after the blue hedgehog.
Yeah.
They specifically say that.
Oh, okay.
So
he's probably on the way too.
Probably.
Yeah. But it's nuts that Sonic the Hedgehog has better developed characters and lore.
Yeah, which that in and of itself saying out loud.
It's crazy, man.
They worked the fucking Master Emerald in there. They worked the 7 Chaos Emeralds in there in a creative way. Yeah. So that way you can have both of them at the same time and also have Knuckles be permanently part of the cast.
And they even did like anime style fights that Dragon Ball can't even pull off in live action.
No.
Like
it's amazing.
Wow. Yeah.
The first fight between Shadow and Sonic on like the fucking motorcycle, or when they first meet him, and
oh yeah, that was awesome.
The motorcycle fight, and when he does the fucking Vegeta kick to Knuckles in the air and give him like the 10-piece combo.
Yeah. The 10-piece combo.
You saw that shit.
It was really interesting. The action is really good in these.
But you know what's even crazier than that? You remember the Shadow the Hedgehog game?
Vaguely, yeah.
Well, one of the directors of the actual opening animatic for like the Shadow game worked on this movie and did the scenes where Shadow was fighting Sonic.
Oh.
So a bunch of those shots he just transferred over for the game.
Damn. See, shit like that you got to do. Like with Tails as the voice actress for Tails. I can't remember her name right now, but she's been playing Tails for fucking ever.
Since I think Generation, the first time it released.
Yeah, she's been Tails for a good long time. You know, so they're pulling from the source material. They're pulling from the actual game itself. Like you said, they got that director and stuff like that. That's shit you got to do. You can't just.
And this time they finally fucking used the music in the game or in the movie.
There's so much butt rock in this fucking movie.
Butt rock, but also the when he hits the goal when they're doing the family race, the da 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 da, and then they actually put a little Green Hill in when they're chilling at the house because they live in Green Hills, Green Hill Acres, I think it was. Yeah. So, although for some reason I did see like because I watched this like 3 times in theaters. In the credits, it does list that City Escape was played in this movie.
Oh, okay.
I think you get a little bit when he's running around London, but
yeah, maybe
they should have just gone full City Escape.
Yeah, because there was a lot of music that was inspired by the game in here. It was just like real instruments, or it was like the original Green Hill Zone, like when they're when they're cuddled up in the house where Tom and Maddie are cuddled up in the house, or like working on crafts and shit. It's like the original Green Hill Zone Act 1, but it's like played on like a harp or whatever, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Even those just little touches are great. Like you got to pay homage to the source material when it's shit like that. So it makes me hopeful for if we actually do get a Streets of Rage movie, because it's like Yuzo Koshiro has done Streets of Rage, like the music, forever.
Yeah.
Even in 4, he did a couple of the tracks. He didn't do it all, but he did a couple of them. And all that stuff is so iconic. So it's just giving me hope for more shit that I want to see down the line with Sega, because I can't emphasize how much I want a Streets of Rage movie.
Oh, but also speaking of Maddie, when they were in the house, but like, so there was a thing throughout the entire movies that based on what Maddie's wearing in like the show, in like the movie,
yeah,
gives you clues to what's coming up next.
Oh, really?
Because in the first movie, she was wearing like an orange sweater.
Yeah.
And the post credit of the first movie is Tails.
Uh-huh.
In the second movie, she was wearing a red shirt and a black leather jacket.
Okay.
The end credits of 2 was Shadow.
Right.
Now in this one, she was wearing a pink shirt, a purple jacket at one point, and then a teal sweater in the Knuckles series.
Oh.
So the end of this one, Amy. So now the purple and teal, people think Blaze the Cat,
right,
and Silver, because his aura's teal.
Yeah.
So, but like,
that'd be so cool to see the cat.
Yeah, because she's a fucking princess from a fire princess.
To see the cat like that, that'd be really cool.
I'm just like, oh, because now that I see it, I can't unsee it, and now I just want more. Because they also, Paramount said, you know what we want to do? Seeing how big Sonic is, we want to bring the Chaotix in, Team Chaotix.
Like, I'm over here like, why? The game's terrible.
No, because in the more modern era, they're basically just detectives, gumshoe detectives.
See, I like that better because like they're
like Chippendale's Rescue Rangers.
Chaotix for 32X was a rough game for me.
Yeah,
I did not enjoy that very much. The whole having to be leaked to somebody and stuff. It's a weird fucking game. I could see that them as detectives and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool
because they're the best in all the games that they're in. They're not only funny, but they also always get their guy that they're after. It's like the thing where like you underestimate them, but they fucking saved the day.
Right.
And it'd just be fun to see them on the big screen.
It's just ridiculous. We have like really good Sonic movies.
They're already in development for 4.
Hell yeah, I can see. Yeah, that I'm all in it. Like that's really cool. Like I didn't expect the metal Sonic.
Yeah.
Honestly. That's really cool. So he's always been like a really badass character design. I still need to watch the fucking OVAs.
Tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I have them. I just haven't watched.
That's an episode next time.
Yeah,
some other time.
Yeah, one of these days we'll have to watch the damn OVAs.
But also, how great did they actually make Shadow's character in this?
Yeah, he was really good. Like
sympathetic and pissed off.
I mean, that's Shadow. Yeah, what the hell do you want?
They did it right.
Did we got an Akira slide in there?
In Tokyo, but they did a twist on it.
Up.
Yeah, going up the fucking Tower Tokyo.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like the action was fucking crazy. Him teleporting all over the place was really cool. Like all of it just looks really
because he does have that ability in the game.
Yeah,
that's what they use for his homing attack instead. Like Shadow or Sonic, you do the homing attack, jumping at enemies.
Yeah,
in the game, Shadow, you could do that, but they change up the flavor by he teleports to just beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, it looks really good. It's I was watching it and it reminds me of like Nightcrawler, like something Nightcrawler would do. Yeah. Fight. That's all I was thinking about was that, was it X-Men 2?
Yeah.
Right, with Nightcrawler in it?
Yeah, where he kills the president.
Yeah. But it just made me think of that. And I was like, that's pretty fucking cool.
And let's not forget the thing that really pissed you off in the best way possible. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 did a live-action fastball special before any X-Men movie.
My friends, it's no surprise that Colossus is my favorite X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't used to like Wolverine back in the day. But now after Deadpool 3, it's nice to see Wolverine kind of return to form. He's like, it's cool to see like Hugh Jackman like aged into the character. I think he's great. Uniform's great. All that good shit. We were fucking robbed, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Colossus was in 3.
He was there.
He just wasn't doing much. I don't give a shit if it's a different Wolverine from another timeline. We could have had a fastball special.
He was right there.
Didn't get it.
He was big enough to throw fucking Hugh Jackman.
But in Sonic 3, I see Tails go, how about some base of ball? I'm like, no, we're not fucking doing this right now, are we? And then, of course, I see Knuckles pick up Tails.
And he rolls up into a ball.
And hurls him out of his fucking spaceship. I was like, seriously got a fucking fastball special in Sonic 3. But we didn't get one in fucking Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You should have seen his fucking face. He was so fucking joyously mad.
Oh my god! Like
he was so happy, but so annoyed.
Because let's face it, Marvel's kind of
Fumbled, but
been fumbling lately. The new Daredevil show is fucking great. I love it.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, Daredevil board game's really good. I'm liking it so far.
The clips I've seen, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man,
that I
is
haven't
great.
Seen. That I haven't seen.
Like so far with that show, the animation is kind of weird, but the writing is fucking there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see that there's actually good shit. Like they're writing Peter right. Like they're writing him the street level hero.
Yeah.
Like one of the first 2 episodes, he stops this chick who was stealing from a pizza shop.
Yeah.
And when he turns her into the pizza guy, because he gave back the money, he was like, "Look, can you just cut her a break? She made a bad choice.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to press charges, but like, just this once, please."
Yeah.
And then it's like he's fucking caring.
Is that canon though? That Finally Ever Spider-Man?
Okay, so it was set up to be.
Is it canon?
I don't know.
I'm like, you don't need to tell me a fucking back history. I'm like, is it canon or not?
I don't know because it's fucky wucky because Doctor Strange fucked up with time travel in the first episode.
Doctor Strange.
But they even have a fucking cameo with Daredevil.
Yeah, I saw that.
He fights Daredevil.
Yeah, too. There's some people in these universes that need their limbs to be broken, and that would be Doctor Strange and the Flash. Quit fucking with the timelines.
Yeah. No shit, dude.
But yeah, it pisses me off, you know? Like
Marvel had it for a long time.
I've been waiting so long for anything X-Men because I really like the X-Men. Yeah, X-Men 97 is great, but let's get going.
I want to see them on stage. I want to see them on screen. I want to see them in the bright color costumes.
Hell yeah,
that aren't overly designed.
Because they just showed us that they do work.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was like, God, we actually got a fucking fastball special before they did it in an X-Men.
And I'm still hopefully optimistic about Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it's like
thing looks cool as fuck.
Thing looks ridiculous. But
this guy. This guy.
Oh yeah. Some zip. Hopefully
get some zip.
Hopefully it's gonna be good.
They had him in the fucking trench coat in the goddamn trailer.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I have a bad feeling though this movie's gonna be a one and done and they're gonna ignore it moving forward. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's really weird that we're in a time that Sonic movies are doing really, really good.
That they actually have a consistent plot line.
They don't suck.
Yeah.
Usually, like,
video game movies used to suck.
I mean, look, like, the first Mortal Kombat movie's good.
Yeah.
And the second
cheesy,
one,
but good.
Oof. The second one is rough.
But Liu Kang's hair in that movie?
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Flows in the wind.
Yep. I mean, it's fun to have people to watch with and make fun of it. Like we did.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the Mortal Kombat reboots. The reboot was really good.
And we're getting the second one finally.
I'm excited for 2.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage should have been the fucking Miz, as much as I love Carl Urban as much as the next dude, but Carl Urban needs to do that other Dread movie he's been yapping about for years.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
And the Miz should have been fucking Johnny Cage, but hey, whatever.
Okay, now that you say it, I can't unsee it, and now I want it.
Yeah. The Miz was like, what do you call it?
Campaigning.
Thank you. He was campaigning to be Johnny Cage, and everybody's like, he is Johnny Cage, and I agree.
Have you seen most of his storylines are him being basically Johnny Cage?
Yeah, it's
in the ring.
Come on. So yeah, I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
Yeah, probably couldn't get him, or they probably just didn't. They decided it would be too expensive.
We're going a different route. Yeah, something stupid, but yeah.
Sometimes people are just born to be casted as that. Yeah, let it be casted.
They should.
They should have let Hal Jordan be in the Superman movie instead of Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
For what was his name right now? I can't remember his name right now. The guy's playing Guy Gardner right now. Because he voiced Nathan Fillion. He voiced Hal Jordan in a bunch of DC animated shit.
Yeah.
Let him be fucking Hal Jordan in real life.
Honestly, they should have.
Just have him be the old Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
He's the grizzled vet to Superman's usefulness.
Yeah.
Rookie.
But oh well.
No, we'll see how that goes.
DC doesn't like money, so.
Yeah. They like cartoon money, but even then they've been slacking on that recently.
Yeah, lately it hasn't been as good as it used to be. But
at least we still have Sonic.
Yeah, seeing Jim Carrey act against himself.
And it's good.
That was the most natural fucking performance ever. Like it just seemed flawless. Like so easy for him to do.
Hell, that fucking montage of him to the Beach Boys was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, because I knew about that laser scene.
Yeah, the dance scene.
I didn't know it was going to come, and I saw it. And then all of a sudden, the fucking Chemical Brothers Galvanize start blasting. I was like, oh, shit. And then that, I was like, this is just insane. I'm like, what did they do? I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, how far we've come as far as like filming things with like the same actor in the same screen, because it's so fucking flawless. It looks fantastic. Because he's dancing, interacting with himself. I'm sure it's like something to do with like facial capture kind of thing or something, but I mean, it looked fantastic. And just him playing his own grandfather.
And then when he finally gets the game accurate suit.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, these suits are great.
Not only did he get a game accurate suit, but we got a player 2 colored version of the suit too, which I never saw coming either.
Yeah, the white suit. Yeah, it's but it was a big surprise. This movie, it was cool. There was a lot of good shit in this movie. It was wow. Even somebody like me, who I'm not very well versed, like I said, in anything after Sonic Adventure 2. Damn, I enjoyed the hell out of that. That was really good. It was a lot of fun. That's what a lot of movies are missing these days. Is just fun.
It's just fun. It doesn't have to push an agenda. It doesn't have to make you overly critically think. It's just like 2 hours of fun.
I thought Brave New World was actually good. The new Captain America.
I need to watch it.
I actually enjoyed it. It's very much it's like talking about this stuff in CG and source material stuff. It keeps making me talk about other franchises, and it brings me back around to stuff. It keeps making me go off track. But I thought Brave New World was really good. If you like espionage, kind of political kind of thrillers, like I grew up watching.
So they're doing the thing still where they make Captain America movies the best.
In a way, this wasn't as good as like say the original,
the Winter Soldier,
or like Civil, or like Winter Soldier. Yeah,
that one was the best.
Yeah, that was the best. It's not as good as those, but
it's still a solid contender.
It's still fucking solid, and they bring the Hulks back to what they should be.
Yeah. I miss old Hulk.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like Hulk. I don't like how he is now. How he's basically like they showed in like when they're time traveling and shit. Was it Endgame?
Yeah.
2?
No, Endgame. Infinity War was part 1.
Okay. So
Endgame when he's Smart Hulk.
Yeah, because when he's Smart Hulk and he's like they go back in time or whatever, and it's like, oh, you need to go out and smash. He's like he can't do it anymore, and it's like. It's dumb.
He finds it repetitive.
He finds it stupid. He finds it dumb because it's beneath him now.
But I actually did like.
Ultimately, you're a fucking Hulk. Get your ass to work.
But I did like that when they actually do go back and they see when Hulk is Hulk, he's actually bigger than when Smart Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell just by the size.
Yeah, and goddamn,
they need to go back to where Hulk is scary,
Red Hulk,
but still a good guy.
Red Hulk was fucking awesome. It was really nice to see. I was wondering about it, watching it. And I was like, are they going to do the whole thing that Red Hulk gives off heat? And they did.
Because
you watch him standing there and there's fucking heat waves coming off of him. And he's like fighting shit, and there's like his fists and his feet are like burning holes into the floor and shit like that. Like it was fucking awesome. I was like, this is great. And it's nuts to see Harrison Ford's face on a Hulk. And
too bad,
just screaming at the top of his
lungs. Bad Hasbro couldn't do that for the figures. They just repainted the Smart Hulk from Endgame.
That's fucked up.
They painted it red.
Yeah, Matt Rag here actually has a shadow figure.
Yeah, with me.
From the new line that they did for the movies, and I am actually shocked with this little toy. How many points of articulation you said I have?
I think it has like 15.
And it's only how much?
They're only like 20. They're only like $12. Almost 15 with tax.
That's really not bad considering what it is.
Especially with this one, the one that we have here. It's the glowing head one.
His head's glowing and his eyeballs are glowing and shit.
Because this one has a little less articulation because of the eyes.
Yeah.
Because the normal one actually has like butterfly joints.
Oh, I see.
But that one was in like a 5-pack.
Yeah, because his battery's in his chest and stuff.
Yeah. That one was in a 5-pack for only like, I think $45.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah.
For a 5-pack of these.
Yeah.
Really, I think it's a pretty good quality character toy for the.
Because it came with Team Sonic. No, it was a 4-pack, my bad. It came with Team Sonic and then Shadow. And Sonic and Shadow in that pack was like, they both have the glowing eye chest thing.
Yeah.
But I also have the regular ones of all of them.
Yeah.
I just need to find the super Shadow one.
You'll find it.
Yeah.
Just run around town and.
But again,
are they exclusive to any stores or?
No.
No.
It's just trying to find them is all.
Just trying to find.
But again, there's $12, but then a Marvel Legend of a reused paint,
Yeah.
like that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one was like $30 because of the special packaging for the retro card Scarlet Spider I gave you.
Yeah, which is on my Instagram. If y'all fuck around and flip around on there, it's in there. The Spider-Man that he bought me, because that's my favorite Spider-Man design of all time.
Yeah,
is Scarlet Spider. And of course, I hate what they did to him and
everything
and across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
I was like, really, guys? Like, yeah, he was brooding and shit in the 90s.
I know they're making an angsty 90s joke, but still.
Yeah, but still. Like, I appreciate the joke. It was funny, but come on. Like, it's a really cool character when you dive into his shit.
Don't even get me started on how they brought him back again, to be like an Oscorp shill.
That's stupid. Yeah, and then you got me that Marvel Legends Captain America up there.
Yeah, that was also like cost a little bit more because of the box that it's in.
Yeah, but that one's a much better figure, it looks like.
It is.
It's a much more quality figure. Of course, these things will never leave the package. But yeah.
Teach their own.
You know, those aren't going to leave the package. Those will stay up there. And then, like, Jay recently got me that Streets of Rage Axel. So that's a Sega figure.
Uh-huh.
So that thing looks like he's got a lot of articulation too, just like this one, like the Sonic one.
Uh-huh.
And that one has like the Streets of Rage 2 box art on it. It's really cool.
But the worst part about it is that both of those $30, right? They have the separate hands. Shadow over here has fingers.
Yeah, he actually has fingers
that they haven't had since fucking Toy Biz. But he's still good. I love him. I love this design. He looks so good.
He does. He looks great. Why are they doing so much good shit with Sonic? It's to me, it's weird.
I mean, just look at the shoes, man.
Oh wow, he's even got the thrusters on his fucking jet boots.
Yeah, he's got that shit on.
Yeah, but for me, it's very weird to see all this stuff. Just because I'm actually going to be 40 in September. So I full on grew up with the original Sonic games and stuff. And it was never like this. It was never like, oh, here's toys left and right of Sonic. Here's movies. Here's all this stuff. It was always like,
you hear these good ass comics now.
Yeah. It started, when it started, there wasn't like a ton of comics and stuff like that. Sure, he was popular as Sega's.
But oh my god, Archie Sonic is just fucking batshit insane.
The what? Archie Sonic?
Archie Sonic comics. That shit is batshit insane.
Yeah, they then I to me I feel like it really started growing popularity once the Sonic Adventure 1 dropped.
Yeah.
Then I really started to see it amp and all that kind of stuff. And of course
it ebbs and flows.
Of course, we're in 2025. Sonic stuff's still kicking.
Like we said, a Sonic movie 4 is in production.
4 is in production. Like, what the fuck? Like I said at the beginning, you wouldn't have been able to convince a 10-year-old me that all this would have happened.
You're like, Sonic is running around with Cyclops trying to stop the mask.
Come again?
Yeah.
Like, excuse me? Wow.
So good.
But yeah, it was a great movie. I appreciate how it was honestly very cheesy.
But sometimes you need it.
But in the best way. It works for this. It works for Sonic.
Sometimes you need the cheese, because we're talking about a fucking 3-foot tall blue hedgehog that could break the speed of sound in his sneakers.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need the cheese for a dude dressed in all red with a lightning bolt who could break the sound barrier on his morning jog. You need a little cheese when he's fighting a fucking mind-controlling gorilla.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need some fun.
Certain characters need it. Yeah. Flash needs to be absurd and goofy.
Green Lantern needs to be a cheesy cop film. Space cops.
It needs to be a goofy buddy cop movie.
It needs to be Lethal Weapon in space.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. I agree with that.
Yes. Batman, you could be a little more crime noir.
Yeah. Captain America, you can be more serious and do political shit in it. Yeah. X-Men just needs to be a Degrassi soap opera on fucking acid with superpowers.
Dude.
Because that's what fucking X-Men is.
Everyone, it's teen angst.
Yeah.
Superpowers.
That's the big thing. I wonder what they're going to do. Are they going to go straight into adult actors, or are they going to go into the whole, like, oh no, it's a school?
They should have a mix.
They should have a mix. Have a couple of the original X-Men be older, like Wolverine and stuff.
You know, I actually kind of want now, because like looking through history, a bunch of retired samurai become artists. I want Wolverine to be the art teacher, but he's actually legit, like, not funny, good at it. It's not a joke.
Either that or he's a history teacher.
Yeah, history teacher or coach.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because just Wolverine helping some kid who can melt metal. He's over there helping the kid make fucking statues and shit, and not being like a joke.
Yeah.
He's like, that's a great form there, kid.
Our history teacher would be like, all right, today we're doing World War II. I happen to be there, so this is going to be...
So here's the picture. Here's a picture of me and Cap.
Yep, so do all that kind of shit. Like, you could do all kinds of stuff, but they'll never do it.
Yeah.
So...
They'll never have fun with it.
They will never do it. Because I don't know what it is with Marvel. I get they're trying to build this crazy universe and all this shit, but it's like, at this point, you're trying too hard.
I gotta agree with the Deadpool and Deadpool 3. Stop with the multiverse shit.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Like, you've established it's a big interconnected world. Start doing your crossovers already.
Yeah.
Just do it and shut the fuck up. Like Daredevil.
Do it like an annual.
Like Daredevil, they'll mention, like, everybody knows Daredevil and Spider-Man are friends. Just have them drop in on each other.
They're both in fucking New York
for like 5 minutes in each other's movies, shows, or whatever, and go. It's fine.
You
it doesn't
did it.
Take attention away from them.
You did it in fucking, like I said, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He shows up for 5 minutes, gone.
Yeah.
Just a scene, Matt Murdock and Spider-Man having a quick little snack before they go back to crime fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Spider-Man pulls his mask up a little bit because now he's he's more cautious about his identity now.
Yeah.
Oh, but did you actually see that because Tom Holland is doing the what movie is that, the Odyssey movie?
Okay.
Because he's doing that, filming at the same time as Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
And Secret War. Apparently, he might just only be able to do VA for Spider-Man.
Oh wow! Just leave him in the fucking...
Yeah, just leave him in the fucking mask, like in the comic books, because we already know it's Tom Holland.
Do it.
Just leave the mask on.
That's fine.
Get him in for like a 5-minute thing where he takes the mask like a little halfway off. He's eating a little hot dog. That's it. You're fine.
Hey, but at least we got Sonic.
Oh, but also another thing. Speaking of the oddity, I gotta show you Epic the musical.
What?
Some dude turned the entire Odyssey into a musical, and it's fucking amazing.
How long is that?
It's like 2 hours.
I'm not gonna watch that right now.
Well, not right now. It's just later. It's something later.
I'm not gonna watch that right now. I'm having hard enough time just sitting in a chair, man. I'm hurting.
Yeah, but at least we have Sonic.
Man, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with that. I highly recommend that.
Highly recommend it. How do you compare it to movies of the genre today?
Geez, I think that was like half the podcast that we were just doing. I can't believe that this is a more accurate representation of the source material versus, other franchises. Like, hell, even Star Wars. Star Wars is, forget it.
Yeah.
What's a big shame with Star Wars is I thoroughly enjoyed Skeleton Crew.
Really? I haven't watched it yet.
It's just Goonies in space, man.
Oh.
With Star Wars. To me, that show has more of the spirit of Star Wars than most stuff that they've been putting out. So it was a great movie. It's just people just don't know how to have fucking fun anymore.
Yeah, just have fun.
People can't just disconnect and just have fun anymore.
Movies are supposed to be escapism.
Yeah. And like Sonic, they nailed it, man. That was really good. Like, I'm watching it, and of course I'm just like, I'm not a huge fan of puns and like silly shit, but it's like, it's Sonic. It works for the movie. It works for what they're trying to deliver.
But Jim Carrey was the master of puns in this movie.
Oh, he stole the fuck out of this movie. He you could probably do a solo Eggman movie at this point. He is insane in this movie. It was nuts because it's like you start seeing that old school, like in Living Color era Jim Carrey come out because like he's just so unhinged,
especially in that dance scene. Oh
especially in that dance scene, like holy shit, it was that was nuts. You could tell he was having a blast doing it. It was a lot of fun. Great movie though. I liked it. As far as like I said, compared to those in the genre, I'm just gonna say the genre's pop culture in general, and I think Sonic's probably leading the way. That's that's how you do it.
Now, would you be opposed to them possibly doing a crossover with the Mario movie?
No. You could just make them go to the Olympics.
Why not? Just do it.
Why not? Fucking games exist.
Yeah.
They shouldn't exist, but they do.
But those are fun.
But they do.
or they did. They stopped those.
Did they stop those?
Yeah, I think like after the Tokyo Games, Tokyo Olympics was the last one.
Yeah.
Which was weird because they also was the first one that actually had like a story in it.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, because I always knew those two were together in that.
I do need to see the Mario Bros. Movie though.
The what?
The animated Mario Bros. Movie.
Oh, well, maybe we'll do that sometime soon.
Yeah,
because it's good. I'm not happy that Pratt's voicing anybody, but it's good. Is it Charlie Day? I think.
Yeah, for Luigi.
That's fine. He makes a great Luigi. I just don't like Chris Pratt. So yeah. I cannot stand
just let him be Star-Lord and in Parks and Rec.
Exactly. Leave him the fuck over there. Because when he goes into other stuff, all he's doing is playing
Chris Pratt.
Like Chris Pratt.
And I don't get why they put him as Garfield.
I don't either. Like, why the fuck would you do that? It just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, also Garfield always is supposed to sound tired.
Yeah.
He's pissed off all the time.
Yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, this whole episode just leads you into that talk like we've been talking, where it leads you into other big franchises, other CG characters, source material, faithfulness to said source material, all that kind of shit, and I think Sonic's on top as far as that goes.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to see what Sega's going to do, because they've been up to something. They're pulling games off their storefront, but they're, like people said, like, expect another collection sometime soon. They're announcing new Crazy Taxi games. I think they're going to do a new Jet Set Radio. They're supposed to.
Oh, but how did you love that first opening credit for the movie? The Sega credit.
Oh, that was fucking great.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember that if it was in any of the other two movies.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was just all like the Sega mainline games that they've had.
Yeah, like there was Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
I saw Kiryu over there.
Mm-hmm. Rystar was in there. Fucking Streets of Rage. All of that. It was fucking awesome. It's cool to see that. Like I said, tell 10-year-old Jake that someday Sega would be making movies. Like, I wouldn't fucking believe it.
Because apparently the Yakuza movie in Japan is actually pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Apparently.
Oh okay. Like, we have to see if I can. Did that come out? Oh wait, no. There's a Yakuza show.
Was it okay? Because
it's on Amazon. Yeah.
Okay, because I know there was a show, but I think there was also a movie in the past too. And Majima and that is just batshit insane. I love it.
Okay. Yeah.
There's an entire scene where he's walking down the streets with a baseball bat, just whacking people. Kiryu-chan, where are you?
It's about right. Yeah, it's about right. I need to look up that stuff. See if I can find some of the. If there's the Yakuza stuff. I haven't seen the show. I should probably watch it one of these days. I should just finish the games too. But yeah.
Yeah. Because those games are fucking sick.
Yeah. But anyway, folks, I think that's going to wrap it up.
Yeah, that's going to wrap it up for us.
Yeah, that was really good. Shocked at how good that was.
Yeah, you're still pissed off about the Fastball special.
Of course. Why the fuck couldn't we get one in X-Men?
Well, until next time, people.
No, damn it. I'm not done talking about the Fastball special.
Oh, God damn it.